In this video, I am going to explain one problem from development of surfaces. The problem is a cone of base diameter 60 mm and height 70 mm is resting on its base on HP. It is cut by a plane perpendicular to the VP and parallel to HP at a distance 20 mm from the vertex. It is also cut by a plane inclined at 40 degree to the base and meeting the axis at a point 20 mm above the base. Draw the development of the lateral surface of the cut cone. So in the problem, a cone, the base diameter 60 mm and height 70 mm, it is resting on its base on HP. The cone is resting on horizontal plane. So the cone diameter is 60 mm, height 70 mm. So first we need to draw the symbol portion of the cone. Here the cone is resting on horizontal plane. So first we draw the true shape on the horizontal plane of the diameter is 60 mm. So in a scale we take 30 mm in a compass and draw one circle at the diameter of 60 mm. And next we give the name. The name here is the cone. The center is having apex point O and here A, B, C and D. When you look at the object from the bottom, here the visible edges are A, B and C. D is invisible. We bring the projection to the reference line. Here A dash and here B dash. This point is C dash. And now D dash is invisible. In bracket you put D dash. And height of the cone is 70 mm. So for 70 mm distance from the center of the cone, we make one line. And this is the apex point O dash. And now we are going to connect the slanting edges. It's a cone. So it's having slanting edges. Not slanting edge, it's having generators. So like this we connected. And also this bottom also we divide the circle into 4 equal parts. These lines are not a slanting edge. Actually it's having only generator. For our convenience we divide this circle into 4 equal parts. So in the center you draw a very thin line or axis line. Now the symbol positioning is completed. And next come to the question. Now we are going to sectioning this plane. In the question they given the cone is cut by a plane perpendicular to the VP and parallel to HP. Here you don't confuse with this term perpendicular to VP. You consider parallel to HP. Parallel to HP. So in the term we consider இதெல்லாம் கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP. perpendicular to VP ன்னு கன்ஃபியூஸ் ஆகக்கூடாது. Okay, we consider parallel to HP. So parallel to HP, it is cut by a plane perpendicular to VP and parallel to HP at a distance of 20 mm from the vertex. Here the vertex point or apex point, O is the vertex point. From this vertex point, they mention 20 mm. So from the vertex point, we select 20 mm. And through this the cutting plane is first cutting plane is going. Actually in this problem there are 2 cutting planes. The first cutting plane is going through this point from 20 mm from the vertex and parallel to the HP. The cutting section plane is parallel to the HP. So first I am going to draw the first cutting plane. So the cutting plane, this is the cutting plane. This one is parallel to HP. So this line is BT. Sectioning plane. And next, it is also cut by a plane inclined at 40 degree to the base and meeting the axis at a point 20 mm above the base. So another one cutting plane is there in this question. அதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அந்த கட்டிங் பிளேனோட ஆங்கிள் 40 டிகிரி. அந்த கட்டிங் பிளேன் எந்த பாயிண்ட் வழியாக பாஸ் ஆகுதுன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா த்ரூ த ஆக்சிஸ் அட் எ பாயிண்ட் 20 mm ஃப்ரம் த பேஸ். பேஸ்லேருந்து 20 mm டிஸ்டன்ஸில் வி செலக்ட் த பாயிண்ட். இந்த பாயிண்ட் வழியாக அந்த கட்டிங் பிளேன் செகண்ட் கட்டிங் பிளேன் வந்து பாஸ் ஆகுது. ஸோ அதோட ஆங்கிள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா the angle is 40 degree. So first you place the protractor like this and take the angle 40 degree. And now draw the cutting plane. So inside the object, draw darker line, and like this we draw. And here we need to mention the angle. This angle is 40 degree, and the name of this section plane line is VT. And now here we can see this cone is cut by two section planes. Okay, and next I am going to give the numbers on the section plane. Here we start from here. It is cutting, the cutting plane is cut the cone on the base. So this is first point, 1 dash, and second point is through the axis. So this is 2 dash. Third point is on the slanting edge. This is 3 dash, and fourth point is again the center of the axis, begin the edge, invisible edge, O and D. So here 4 dash, and again one more point is there. The section plane cutting on the base. So base la cut பண்ணும்போது front line cut ஆகும், அதே சமயத்தில் back line cut ஆகும். Throughout the object வந்து cut ஆகும். So நம்ம front boundary back boundary ரெண்டையுமே கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். So here 5 dash. And topல இருக்கிறதுக்கு நம்பர் தேவையில்லை, because the plane is cutting parallel to horizontal plane. So இதுக்கு செப்பரேட்டாக நம்பர் கொடுக்க தேவையில்லை. இதில் வந்து டைரெக்டாக we can take the reading values, measurements. And now we are going to draw the developing portion. So for draw the developing portion, we need to find the subtended angle. So the subtended angle formula is theta is equal to r by true length into 360 degree. So r value is the radius of the circle, diameter 60, radius is diameter divided by 2. So 60 divided by 2, 30 divided by true length. True length, here the true length is this line. This landing line is the true length. The reason is here இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஏதாவது ஒரு slanting edge. Here this is not actually a slanting edge. The slanting edge வந்து இந்த slanting we consider it as a slanting edge. இந்த slanting edge வந்து இந்த லைனுக்கு parallel இருக்கிறதுனால here we consider this line is the true length, and measure the true length value. The true length value is 76.1 mm, and multiply this value with 360 degree. So we get 142. Here we divide this circle into 4 equal parts, so that we divide the development of surface for the cone also, we make into 4 equal parts. So 142 divided by 4, we get around 35.5 degree. Now we are going to draw the development of this cone. First mark one point. So this point is O, and now we are going to draw one line to some distance, and next measure the true length value. The true length value is 76.1. We simply measure in this diagram, measure the value, and place the compass here, and trace one curve. Now place the protractor in this line, and take angle 142 degree. 142 degree, and through the angle draw one straight line up to the curve. Straight line up to the curve. And now we are going to divide this developing portion into 4 equal parts. So first place a protractor and take angle 35.5 degree. 35.5 degree. And this is the first division. And now measure the distance by using compass. And divide this portion into 4 equal parts. And here second portion, third one, and final one. And now give the name here. Here this is A, this is B, C, D, and again A. And now we are going to mark the section planes cutting areas in this diagram. So first we always take the value from the true length only. So this is the true length. Measure the distance, first cutting plane. So measure the distance here, and place the compass in the center O, and trace one curve. It's a cone only, so we can simply trace the curve. Next, from all these points, cutting points, we bring the line to the horizontal line to the true length. So first point, we take the measurement from here. This is for point number 1, and this one is for point number 2 and 4. This is for point number 3. Now measure the distance. இதில் the section plane first எங்கே கட் ஆயிருக்குன்னா பேஸில் கட் ஆயிருக்குது. ஸோ பேஸில் வந்து ஃப்ரண்டில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட், அதே மாதிரி பேஸில் பேக் சைடில் பாயிண்ட் 5 இஸ் லொக்கேட்டட். ஓகே, ஸோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் இஸ் லொக்கேட்டட் இன் பிட்வீன் ஏ அண்ட் பி. ஏ அண்ட் பியில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் இருக்குது. ஸோ இங்கேருந்து அந்த லைன் ப்ரொஜெக்ஷனை டாப் வியூ கொண்டு வந்துட்டு இதில் என்ன பண்ணுறோம், நம்ம மார்க் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ பேஸ்லேயோ டாப்லேயோ கட் ஆச்சு அப்படின்னா, செக்ஷன் பிளேன் பேஸ்லேயோ இல்லாட்டி டாப்லேயோ கட் ஆச்சுதுன்னா அதோட ப்ரொஜெக்ஷனை டாப் வியூ கொண்டு வந்து மெஷர்மெண்ட் இங்கே எடுக்கணும். ஓகே, இந்த டாப் வியூவில் மெஷர்மெண்ட் எடுக்கணும். ஸோ இந்த டயக்ராமில் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாயிண்ட் மார்க் பண்ணும்போது காம்பஸை எடுத்து we need to measure the distance of A and 1. A and 1 distance காம்பஸில் மெஷர் பண்ணி A and 1 distance காம்பஸில் மெஷர் பண்ணி and here on the base we need to mention the first point. And next point number 2 எங்கே இருக்குன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா on the slanting edge, imaginary slanting edge O and B ல இருக்குது. ஸோ நம்ம அந்த பாயிண்ட்ஸை வந்து அந்த கட்டிங் பாயிண்ட்டை வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறோம், அப்படியே ட்ரூ லென்த்துக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணி we measure the distance of O and 2 from the true length. Measure the distance O and 2 and from the apex point O on the imaginary slanting line O and B ல we mark point number 2. As point 3 is located on the imaginary slanting generator, so that is O and C. Point number 3 is located, section plane point number 3 is located. We transfer the point to the true length line and measure the distance of O and 3 on the true length, and place the compass on the apex point, and on the imaginary generator line OC we mark the point. This point number 4 is located on the invisible imaginary generator line O and D. So we transfer the point 4 to the true length and measure distance O and 4 and place the compass on the apex point and mark the point 4. And finally point 5 is located on the base, back side of the base. Okay, so we transfer the point to this portion. Point 5 is located on the back side of the base A and D. So here A, in between A and D, point number 5 is located. We measure the distance A and 5 and place the compass at point A and mark the point 5. And finally we need to connect all the points by tracing a smooth curve. ஸ்மூத் கர்வால் இதை நம்ம என்ன பண்ணணும், கனெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி இதுக்கு உள்ளாடி இருக்கிற இந்த லைன்ஸ் எல்லாமே இமேஜினரி. ஸோ அதனால் உள்ள இருக்க லைன்ஸ் எதுவுமே நம்ம டார்க்கன் பண்ண தேவை கிடையாது. ஹியர் we need to mention the subtended angle. The subtended angle value is the angle is 142 degree. So here I write 142 degree. And finally in the bottom of the diagram we write all dimensions are in mm, scale 1:1. Here also we mention the true length is 76.1